Hello, this is Joanna Joanna the Medium. Thank you so much for coming back. These are going to be readings for July 2016. Right away, what I want to say is that I have been recording these readings at the end of June, and it has been like pulling teeth. Some of them I've had to record several times. Some of them they kind of stopped. It just the energies were completely off. So hopefully it'll not translate negatively into the readings. I don't feel so because when I finally got them out, the flow was there. But I don't know about you guys, but the end of June energetically felt really off, and it still feels that way because I'm still as I'm talking to you right now, it's June 30th, so I am recording this at the end of June. Every single reading that I've done, pretty much, for the month of July seems to have a component of changes coming up. Now, these are not bad changes, but there is a definite feeling of transformation that will be taking place in the next 4 to 6 weeks. And this is pretty much with most of them, if not all of the readings that I recorded from my memory. So that's something to keep in mind. It doesn't mean that it's going to be bad, but there is definitely a lot of changes on a deep level for pretty much every one of you that this will resonate with. Okay, let me just see if there's any more information. Of course, these readings are general, so if this reading doesn't make sense to you, you can listen to your sun sign or your rising sign, as some of them will offer a greater picture or a more complete picture. And of course, if it doesn't make sense to you this month, then maybe it's not the right reading for you. As always, I love your comments. I read every single one of them. I respond to as much of these as I can. But time-wise, it's simply not feasible for me to do this. I also try to respond to all the emails I get, but I get so many emails every day. It's pretty much impossible at a certain point to get back to all of you. But I want you to know I truly appreciate your feedback, and I do read every single one. And I believe for all of you who have emailed me, I have emailed you back within few days. Of course, if you would like a private reading, you can reach me at the information below. Also, keep in mind, I do give free readings every other Sunday for 2 hours during a live radio broadcast with another medium or whoever happens to be with me. So if you are looking for a little short reading or just don't want to have a full reading, feel free to contact me that way, and that information is provided down below. Approaching August readings, I will be away towards the very end of July, so just FYI, August readings might be a few days late. I just don't think I'm going to have enough time to record them all before after I come back and before August starts. So I know a lot of you email me asking where are the videos for the month. So just FYI, it may be a few days late. I will try my best to make it as quickly as possible, but I also don't want to rush through it too much, because then it's not really giving a lot of value if it's just rushed. I want to do it properly. For those of you who have emailed me and who scheduled with me for private readings, I thank you so much. It has been an incredible journey up until this point, and it's something that I have not foreseen at all. And what I'm planning on doing as a thank you for all of you is, when I reach 10,000 subscribers, and I'm about 8 right now, I will do a special on my readings for limited time. So keep watching for that, and we'll go from there. So enough talking, and without further ado, let's start with the readings. I will see you soon. Thank you. Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Scorpio for July 2016. Just like with the other previous couple of months, I'm going to tune in and see if there's any messages that Spirit wants to give to you before I turn the cards over their face down. So just give me 1 second as I connect. Patience with oneself and patience with that of another is something that is required at this part of your journey. Though the unfoldment of your path is slowly appearing before you, it is met with strife for some and peace for others. When strife is presented to you, it is only in circumstances where the challenge itself provides a platform for your growth. Therefore, do not look at this challenge as a demise of what is, but rather as an obstacle that you will eventually overcome. It is of no use to be bogged down by the fears that are speaking to you so loudly, for that is not the outcome you wish for yourself. It is the mind and the product of your imagination that has the potential to break you or make you. Make the most of it. And then I heard the word salvation, which is not a word that I would use on any regular basis. It's actually not a use that I would typically have in my vocabulary. So whatever the salvation word means to you, I'm going to let you interpret this. As I say the word salvation, I see a vision of a flag, a white flag. And typically white flag symbolizes giving up or defeat. However, in this situation, what is being asked of you is to surrender instead. And what I'm being asked to say is that do not confuse surrender with giving up, for those are two very different emotions that are being addressed. Surrender simply in this context signifies allowing the situation to unfold as it will, without you trying to consciously stop it, fix it, change it, or otherwise evade it in some way. And I'm being asked to tell you that by doing so, you will make the situation or obstacle in front of you not only move through you quicker or in a speedier way, but it'll also allow you to get to the other side, so to speak, with much less anxiety. So for those of you who are looking at a change in your life, or you are facing a change in your life, or you're facing some kind of an obstacle, and I'm being shown the number 9, whoever number 9 pertains to, also could be September. This will speak more loudly to you. 9 also is an indication to me of endings, and endings always happen before new beginnings. So, and I'm hearing closing doors. So this is very much for those of you who this is for, sun sign, moon sign, or rising sun sign. This is a process of culmination for many of you, if not most of you, and I'm seeing the number 75%. So for a large group of you who are listening or who are watching, this is going to apply. It's a time of change. So let's flip the cards over. I do have a bit of a different spread that I was guided to use for you. And let's see what the cards say. So the first card represents you and your present situation. And we have the card called, well, I'll flip it this way. Accelerated motion. It is number 8. However, this card was shown to me in reverse. And when I asked my guide to give me information on what this means for this particular reading, he's saying to me that things are not moving or progressing for you as quickly or as swiftly as you would like. And I am being shown it is an obstacle that you are facing. It is an obstacle that has been, for the most part, put in front of you. It was not a creation of your own doing. I'm just going to close this. Just give me 1 second. And I also hear the word work or career. Incidentally, this is a suit of wands in the traditional tarot deck, and it can certainly pertain to our passions, our drive. Well, actually that's what it pertains to, but it can pertain to career, not always, but it is being stated in the situation, a job or a career move or change. I'm also hearing August and some kind of a completion in the month of August. This is actually card number 8, which August is the 8th month. So that's where, and I'm also hearing the word transition. So for those of you who this applies to, you are in a transition, which is also an indication of the number 9 that was given to me earlier, which is sign of completion. So I also hear that this is very transitory time for many of you, many of us. Something to do with the planets, though I have very little information or very little knowledge on astrology and planetary alignments and things like that. So I can't speak to it with any degree of enlightenment, because I actually don't know. So let's move on to the next card, which represents what actions you can take during this situation. So this card is represented by movement, choices, and decisions. And again, I hear the word job. And the reason why I chuckle, because this is a card that is earth element. It is pentacle suit in a regular tarot deck. 2 is a sign of choices, needing to make choices and decisions. And you'll see that these doors represent different aspects of our physical life, work, money, relationships, health can also signify. So there is absolutely a need for you to look at other options, and being shown options being presented to you. And again, I hear the month of August. I also hear the word relationships. So perhaps for some of you, you are ending a relationship or leaving a relationship that was no longer serving you. And for those of you who are leaving a relationship in particular, I do hear it is a heartfelt situation, and it's emotionally draining for you, as it would be any kind of matter pertaining to heart. So for some of you, it's jobs. For some of you, is relationships. I still want to stick with those of you who are dealing with career or jobs. For the most part, relationship would be secondary. Now, the next card. So what is required of you is taking actions, but not until a little bit later in the summer. And I hear the words wait. So we'll see what the next cards show, but this card does signify that there is a need for you to make decisions and a different choice moving forward. Whether it's different choice in partners or different choice in career or jobs, that is definitely being presented. And again, I hear the month of August. Now, the next card is showing up as obstacles or challenges. And this is a card called Spiritual Union. It is a suit of cups. Traditional tarot deck, I believe, would be called 2 of Cups. But it is shown to me in reverse. And it is an emotional component of who you are. So I'm going to ask what this card represents as far as challenges. He's saying to me, balance within you. Okay. So the challenge or obstacle that you are facing or will be facing is, I'm being pulled from two different directions. One is pulling me emotionally and one is pulling me mentally. And he's saying to me that by the time August arrives, so there's something important about the month of August. By the time August arrives, you will need to spend some time to arrive at a more emotional balance. So even though this card says spiritual union, this can very well mean spiritual union within yourself, as in yin and yang, or a balance of energies between yin and yang, or feminine and masculine. Now, we all have both energies, so it is about being more balanced. And he's trying to show me a little bit more. Okay, so he's saying to me that the situation that you just left, or the obstacle that is staring you in the face or is being presented to you, has drained you emotionally to a point where you need some time away, some time off, or some TLC before you take the next steps or the next phase of your journey. And he's saying to me, it is very important. I'm also seeing the sign of for stop. And I hear the word stop procrastinating. So if you have been procrastinating taking care of yourself, or there's an aspect that you are afraid of embarking on, and therefore you're procrastinating, you're being asked to stop procrastinating. But for the most part, it feels stop procrastinating, looking within yourself, because that needs a lot of healing. Again, I hear the month of August, so send me a comment, because this August is being shown to me over and over and over. Also, for some of you, you identify with birds. For some of you, you identify with flowers and butterflies. And let me just see. And again, the number 9 is being shown to me. There is a mother or a grandmother energy. I am being shown the number 9 and September. So for those of you who have a mother or a grandmother or a mother energy, meaning someone who felt like a mother to you or had a motherly aspect to you, for you, there is number 9 or September being connected to her. She's in spirit. And I also see number 2 and the word butterfly. So if for whoever this is for, I feel your grandmother and or your mother is trying to communicate to you through butterflies. And whoever you are, you will understand what this means. And again, the number 9 is very prominent with this particular situation. Spirit often will communicate through different means. Sometimes it's birds, sometimes it's dragonflies, and I'm being shown different things all the time. But for you, whoever this is for, and I hear the word female, so this is for a female. Could be for male, but I also heard female very strongly. Whoever this is for, you will understand the aspect of butterflies. Okay, let's move on to the next card, and that is outcome of the situation, or outcome of where you are. Beautiful. New beginnings. So, and again, I hear the word job. So this is a card pertaining to, again, the earth element. It is a pentacle suit. This is Ace of, would it be Ace of Pentacles? Don't quote me, but it is number 1, so it's new beginnings. So after all the turmoil, after all is said and done, you will arrive at a place where new door will open to you and a new beginning is assured. And I'm also being shown the sign of money. So, and again, job. So from large majority of you, this is going to be regarding career or job aspect. Okay, so new beginning is inevitable. And this is a future card. So this is a card that signifies what is going to come out of all this. That's inevitable. Okay, so that's very good. I'm also being told for you to say to you, pay attention to signs, because you are being given or shown signs, but because you are so worried and preoccupied with what is in front of you or what it is that you're about to face, you are missing the signs. And he's saying to me, these are signs from spirit, from loved ones, yes, angel, spirit, whatever, however you want to look at it. There are being signs given to you, but you are not looking. So again, when you take time to balance emotions, you will come out of the fear aspect, which is so prominent right now, which will allow you to relax, which is when we relax, we notice more things. Okay? Now, the last card is represented how you will be affected spiritually, emotionally, or mentally while you go through this. And we have the card called Perfect. Material and spiritual prosperity. So the outcome is actually fantastic. And even though this is not the outcome card, it is showing us how you will be affected by all of this. He's saying to me, you are becoming spiritually inclined, aligned with regards to your career move and relationship. And this, whatever you're going through right now, you know the proverbial saying, things happen for a reason. This too is happening for a reason. And although I feel like the roots have been ripped from the ground, meaning you have been ripped from something that was so stable, is actually going to have a profound positive effect on you down the road. So look towards September. I believe things are going to come to you much more clearly in the month of August. By September, October, November, you will start to feel like you have a new foundation for yourself. And this is in a physical aspect of things. And I'm being told, don't be afraid of change, for change is inevitable. But if you let your mind project fear towards the change, you will find it more likely. No, you will find it less likely to relax into the situation. And what I'm being told is that this is inevitable. This is inevitable and was inevitable. So it was just a matter of time. And now that it's here, now that it's happening, just allow yourself to move through it. It is also important for you not to resist this change. And when we resist, things take so much longer. I was shown this once through actually vision. Change is inevitable. We go through changes in order to grow, and that's just part of life. The more we resist, the more we try to fix it, the more we try to push it away, the more we try to fix how we feel, the more stuck we become in the change aspect or the transition itself. But you are going through it, and you will have to go through it regardless. So allow yourself just to take almost a back seat and just watch it unfold, and try not to project your fears into this whole thing. Because he's saying positive outcome is inevitable. And I also just heard the word health. So for some of you, this is going to be connected to your health. Okay? I hope this made sense. This was a bit of a different spread. Give me your comments, your feedback. I always love to hear it, even from the very, very, very few who have a very negative comment. I thank you for sending me your energy, because it obviously triggered something in you to comment, even if it's negative. I look forward to seeing you again in the month of August. Please remember that if this doesn't resonate with you, listen to the other signs. Also, if you would like the private reading, you can contact me, or I do bi-weekly free readings online, on a radio show, live online. So you can also call. That information is posted down below. Until August, I wish you best of luck, and thank you so much for watching.